I'm just going to do a manual again. There we go. Don't have a lot of runway left.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Okay. Still manually flying. I gotta get below 250 knots. Unrestricted speed climb test. Alright, Command A coming on. And we're flying. I'm just gonna follow the LNAV and the VNAV. You were in Toulouse this winter on an Airbus tour. Safe to say you're a fan of both. Nice. Like it. We can't yell toga, toga, toga. Below the AT is the button is toga on this plane. That's what I use. Okay. Below auto throttle. Okay. I'm gonna turn on the auto throttle right now. Why does it say fuel tank E and G? I wonder. I don't know what that message means. Alright, I'm gonna rebug for a new altitude of 280. Set altitude 28,000. Set altitude 28,000. Set altitude flight level 280.
Flight level change already off.
No, it doesn't work. Alright, there's 280. Okay, we're at 9,000 climbing. Usually anytime you have less than 120,000. Okay. Can I clear that though? Probably can, huh? Yep. Alright, 10,000. We can do this. Piper Alex, how are you? Engine 3 has no fuel flow. That's efficient. Really? Check engine 3. Engine 3 is that one right there, right? Lower center, okay. Engine page. Oh, yeah. No fuel flow right there right now. Okay. Yeah, that's... Turn off outside cross valve. On 3? Like the, this one? No, by 1 and 4. So... Maybe the override? So this one and this one. You're saying turn those off? Okay. Yeah, I did do the recall clear before that though. You need to run tank to engine below 120k. Okay. I think I cleared the message before, but that's good to know that that would clear it as well. That's a little systems modeling. Me likesy. That is what the message means. Otherwise, you will burn the center main tanks dry and the wing tanks will still be fuel. Oh, okay. Yep, we're flying to Atlanta. Yep. To ATL. All right, there's 18,000 flight level 180, so we'll hit standard. Climbing at 3,000 feet per minute. Everything except for that fuel flow right there. Let's look. Whoa, that's loud. All right, let's turn that down for a moment. There we go. Are those are the new design there? What do they call that? Something on the nacelle or something? I don't know. Chevrons, that's right. Thank you, DLLA. I hear it makes them quieter. They look cool. Who stumbled across that little nugget of technology? If we carve in some cool looking curvy thingies, it's going to be less noise. Captain Canada, are you still here? If you are, if you could send me your what you use for your org store email address. Your org store email address. And I think you can guess why I'm asking for that. What do I think of this aircraft compared to the V1? Well, Alec, thank you for joining the John Fly stream. I don't own V1. I never flew V1, so V2 is my first 747 experience outside of, sitting in the default. I think I did a pattern once in the default, but I can't recall. It was definitely not on stream, but yeah. The British Airlines replaced the 747 to the 787 on the Phoenix to London route last week. Ooh, yeah, the passenger ones, they're slowly going away. All right. Everything looking good there. Looking good there, looking good there. I got fuel flow back on engine 3. Go figure. Does he advertise his email? I hope. All right, thanks, Danbury. Maybe he has it on his Twitch profile or something. Maybe. He mods his streams. Okay, cool. So the fuel flow thing was the line from beer keg to tap clogged. I don't know. I think the flux capacitor had 1.19 gigawatts on engine 3. So we do need to do a progress page. Let's see, VNAV. There's top of descent, 91 miles. And just for planning purposes, let's take a look at the Sith arrival. So we bring in the Sith 2 arrival. And we look at the chart. We're coming in from Lars Ras. Flight level 240. And then Sith at 14,000. And you guys, should I land on 9 or 8? 8 left or right or 9 left or right? I know the winds are not favorable though. There's Lars Ras. Alright, I'm going to check the legs page here. We got Sith at or above 14. Which is perfect. Okay, cool. Mm, 310 at 14. That's not good. You'd think with that wind I would probably be landing on the 2.6s or the 2.7s. But yeah, I may switch to that. Is that a magnetic deviation? I don't know. Is there any American company that uses the 747-8i? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, does United, are they doing a different 7.4? Are they dropping the 7.4? There's the turn at Backley. So I'm assuming if the wind is 310.14, I should land on the 2.6s or 2.7s. I think I'll land on the I think I'll go 2.7 right. We'll do the ILS 2.7 right. And I'm going to vector from Sith. I'll vector from Sith. It's fine. You know, Schmidt, I can't even activate my 330 for whatever reason. I guess they'd run out of letters if they were parallel, left, center, right. Possibility. VATSIM US is lit up. Let me take a look. I'm actually not afraid to take this plane out. Holy snack lips, look at this. Look at all the controllers that are on for VATSIM. Jeez. You could A man can walk from Greenland to Iceland without getting his feet wet. That's crazy. It's a transcontinental event? Ah. That's pretty cool. So many sonar buoys, yeah. You're flying it right now, Dave? Nice. Yeah, I'm not opposed to using this plane on VATSIM. It's not PE approved yet for John Fly, but it might if it successfully lands in Atlanta, I may VATSIM approve it. That was probably the event that someone else was asking you about earlier. Maybe they're on for World Flight, but I thought World Flight started down in the southern hemisphere. Or is that a different event going on? There's a Transcon event that's not World Flight. Is that right? Oh, thanks, Dave. Oh, thanks. I took one this morning. I just got delivered. Of course you want to. I'll zoom in for you. There we go. Look at the flight dynamics on this quesadilla. In-flight service, he's right, yep. It's hot. World flight begins later? Okay. All right, top of descent in 41. Or did my Navigraph go? All right, let's close that. Sparker had you had one as well? But you had to make it yourself? I'm pretty lucky. Okay. I'm just going to recheck the... Alright, I'm going to bug down to 12,000. That's the bottom of the Sith arrival. And we're going to do a vector. Actually, I'm going to go to 14. Well, yeah, we'll go to 14. 14 for now. And then we'll vector from Sith down. All right, so altitude is set. Enjoy the B-day, the birthday steak lunch/dinner, Tony. Enjoy. Happy birthday. You have a custom 787 livery. You posted it in the John Fly screenshots. Just perfect. Thank you, Moose. I'll take a look at that. By the way, anyone watching any college football or any good upsets? There's a CDU pop-up. Humber, I'm having a quesadilla. Cheese quesadilla. I haven't messed around with any weather radar, no. Michigan beat Maryland? Oh, wow. That's a big deal. Is Maryland ranked? Or was Maryland ranked? $757 Spy, thanks for the flight brew. And enjoy the flight planning, and we'll look for your stream later on. And enjoy the brew and the next flight. And thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. 18 miles to the top of descent. Mr. Jingles, YT, how are you doing? Maryland is unranked and Michigan is overranked. I said this last week. I think Harbaugh really needed a victory last week, and he got it. And if he didn't get it, then there might have been a little bit of trouble. I have not tried the BSS sound packs for the Tolus, no. Do you have it? 2 Bravo Mike? The Iowa Hawkeyes aren't playing this week. I should check the board. All right, so Wake Forest beat NC State. No big deal. What else is going on? Notre Dame is beating Virginia Tech. Georgia and Florida, the 6th ranked team and the 8th ranked team play coming up this afternoon. Oh, Utah cracked the top 10. Wow, Utah's playing Washington. That's going to be a tough game. If they beat Washington, wow. Auburn playing Ole Miss. I'm going to call the upset of the day. I think USC is going to upset number 7 Oregon. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's all I'm going to call. Uh-oh. All right, we're okay. There's our plane descending. All right, Mustafa, thanks for all your help. Enjoy your lunch. El Burgos, I honestly don't understand all of the nuances of college football with regard to the bowls and the championship. I know there's the playoff, right? Is it a 4-team? Drag required. I would say that what's it doing? I would say that my preference would, if I was in charge, is that I would make it an 8-team playoff. And basically the top 8 ranked teams would play off. And then you'd have it'd be 8, and then it would be 4, and then 2, yeah. But that's not the case. You think Harbaugh would go back to the NFL? I don't know. I think he's paid better at Michigan, but your cousin Brandon was the QB at Michigan, left to play for Lovie Smith at Illinois. He seems more fun to play for. I didn't know your cousin was a QB at Michigan. Sorry if I'm chewing in your ear. Pick a 5-string or fish go blue. Were either of you fans of Bo Schlembechler? Well, how do you say his name? Schembechler? Schembechler? It's probably Schembechler. You know. ASMR, food ASMR, I know. Big fan of Bo, grew up as a kid in that era. Yeah. Well, my team, the Brigham Young University Cougars, beat Bo in the national championship. 1984. I was 12 years old. And BYU turned the ball over 6 times and was down by 7 in the fourth quarter, but they rallied to win 24-17. Yeah. What's crazy is that yeah, I don't agree with how things are run, but I don't know if I have the best plan for how they could be run better. But in 2008, get this, guys. In 2008, the University of Utah Utes went undefeated the entire season, and then they beat Alabama. But it was the Sugar Bowl. And they were the nation's only undefeated team that year. And they didn't win a championship. I think Boise State was also undefeated, but I think they'd lost their bowl game. But I don't know. Yeah. The biggest stinger for you was the 80 Rose Bowl. I still can't say the name Charles White without feeling bad. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to Google that one. All right, we're at 250 knots, flight level or 16,000 feet descending. And we're at the Sith waypoint, so I'm going to actually go I'm going to sync my heading bug, which that doesn't work, so I'm going to rotate the heading bug here. And I'm going to hit this heading select button. And I'm going to do a self vectorization of 360. And I'm going to descend. I'm going to bring up the ILS 27 right chart. And I want to be at, I'm going to scroll this MCP down to 7,000. There is 7,000. And I'm going to do vertical speed. I'll go down at 1,300. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to set auto brake to 2 this time instead of 3. Trek channel, I'm quite enjoying it. Yep. I am quite enjoying it. Arm spoilers.
Spoilers armed.
And let's go ahead and light up like a Christmas tree. I'm going to do departures and arrivals. We're going to change the arrival. We're going to do ILS 27 right. Okay, so it does have Mercer in there. Let's go to NavRad. NavRad 111.3, 276 on the course. Okay, I think we're good to go. I did not have the V. I have never owned the V1. Nope. Charles White scored a phantom touchdown to win the game for USC. He clearly fumbled on the 2-yard line, but was given the call. Oh, they didn't have the replay back then, huh? Ouchie, ouch. All right, I need to slow way down. So we're going to slow down to 230 on the auto throttle. Do you guys know if you can pop up the PFD like you can the CDU? Do you have the V1, Piper, and the V2? Alex? All right, slowing down. I'm going to use some speed brakes. All right, I'm going to do a heading change here. What was the main reason I went to Michigan and he called me in the hospital? He called you in the hospital after you broke your neck? Made it so my scholarship would be honored at Michigan for the first year.
Thank you.
Wow. That is pretty cool. That is a good I like that. Yeah, I had nothing against him, I guess. He's on my Christmas card list now. He was before, actually.
Spoilers
Arm
already
spoilers?
armed.
No, actually, let's go.
Spoilers already armed.
Let's go back down. All right, I'm gonna go flaps 1. I'm gonna go direct Mercer. Actually, we'll go in between Mercer and. No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go heading 305 for now. Change the speed to 180. Okay, 180 set. So you don't have V2 then, Piper Alex. Okay. And you're basing your opinion off of just seeing live streams and videos? I've had two great flights. I'm assuming that I'm going to get on the ground in Atlanta. So, and having never owned V1, I can't compare it. So, the beauty of the situation is no one is forced to do anything except watch the Jump Fly stream. You know what? We're too high. I'm vectoring out. Let's go out. Let's go north for a bit here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and 350 for a moment. You have $65 credit on the org store. Any recommendations? I don't know. I don't know what you don't have. So it's hard for me to recommend. If you want to give me a choice of maybe 2 or 3 or 5 aircraft, I can tell you which of those aircraft that I would recommend. All right, we're going to do... I'm going to go down. I'll vector back around. That's fine. Arm spoilers.
Spoilers armed.
Flaps 2. Or flaps 5, I should say. All right, Jonas is thinking of the 7.2 or X-Enviro, maybe the 7.5 or the 320. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now. Wait on X-Enviro until they fix the lower atmosphere problems. And absolutely get the 757. But get the 757 with the updated avionics. That's out of those 3. I love the 320 and I love the 7.2, but I would say go with the 7.5. Anyone else want to weigh in on that? Those choices? I'm going to go down to 6,000 feet. Vertical speed. I'm going to set the flaps. Okay, so it'll be 144 again. She a big bud. No, I'm not going to try out Traffic Global. If it had live traffic immersion, then I would do it, but I'm not going to do it because I prefer live traffic, but if you know what I mean. All right, there's Mercer. All right, flaps 10. Speed will go down to 170. I'm going to arm the localizer. Change my altitude to 6,000. What just happened? Something just happened. Oh, flaps 20, okay. If you had any money available to buy some planes at the store, would you first go to airline? Well, I mean, I have most. There's nothing at the org store that I want right now. As far as, well, no, I take it back. I'm tempted about the E-Jets, E145, but yeah, I own most things, so. All right, it's got the loc. I'm gonna go ahead and hit approach mode. Let's see if this baby lights up. I would go for the 7478F, but I'm biased because I don't have anything else. Yeah, he got a yeah, he Tolus or rotate. Yeah, if you have the Tolus, yeah, I think the 7.5 is your next choice. Yeah. You saw the picture of me operating 4U1 ITU. Not too many people have seen that picture. That was 1990. No, it was 2001, I think. Yeah. You just got back from Geneva 2 weeks ago. I was very fortunate. I also had a contact with my dad from 4U1 ITU, and he was back in the state of Utah, and I hand delivered him the QSL card. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, is she gonna light up? We're supposed to be at Mason at 5,000. I'm on approach mode. Let's slow down a little bit more. Oh, she just intercepted the Loke. We are going down. 165 gear coming down. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah. The avionics package in the 7.5 makes all the difference. The 7.6 doesn't have the new avionics upgrade, so there's that. But it is coming for the 7.67. The other thing is the 7.67 is a heavy, right? The 7.57-200 is not a heavy. So but you're right. They look very similar. But the new avionics makes the difference there. But again, if you want to wait for the updated avionics on the 7.6, then that makes sense as well. You can't go wrong with the FlyJSim 727 either, or the Fly Factor 320. But if you had to choose, I would still go 7.5. But that's just me. All right, we got auto brake 2 this time, and we're 11 out on the DME. The 7.67 update is close. That's good news. Yeah, I gotta somehow get my ortho photo back around Atlanta. I'm getting 30 frames right now, but as we get closer to the airport, I'm wondering if that's gonna drop. We'll find out. They've been teasing it the past few days on Twitter. Cool. I'm excited about that. But if I had to guess, I will be flying my 2 heavies. I'll be flying on Pilot Edge. I'm thinking that I'm going to be flying this plane on Pilot Edge, as well as the 7.6 as my 2 heavies. And yeah, we do need an updated 777 for sure. That's a good point. If you have older hardware, you have to. Yeah, that's something to take into consideration. All right, we're 6 out. I'm gonna lower my speed just a little bit. I'm gonna go flaps 30. Has Boeing released the 777X? I don't know. All right, final approach speed set to 144. Delta 357 is also landing the opposite direction. Oops. Okay, 1,000 feet. Stabilize missed approach altitude set. Puppies are happy. Should I try to auto land? No. Disengaging autopilot, my pain. Auto throttle off. Oh, snack. Oh, snack. No. Oh, I hit before the numbers. Dang it. Reverser's in. I was trying to hit the numbers. I could have floated it. 412. Bad landing. Auto brake 2 went pretty hardcore too. Flaps up.
Flaps down.
Flaps 0.
Flaps going up all the way.
Spoilers down.
Spoilers down.
I don't think 747's exit at this exit. That's just a guess though. It did stop on a dime, yeah. I'm gonna have to test out auto brake 1 next. All right. And I gotta get that shut off that intermediate marker. There's Delta something or other. Delta. No, that's DLH 444. Real world coming in. I'm not sure where Lufthansa would park. Sure, we'll code share with Delta. This is the new V2 Nimbus Atlanta. It's awesome. This is definitely not a 747 gate. Immersion killed at the last second for John Fly viewers. Look at the people at the terminal, though. That is super cool. I have to stand up to see the marshaller. I'm just going to guess that it's supposed to be there. Animation of the ailerons is awesome. Would I buy the V2 again? I did. I never bought it. I was given a review copy, so. Oh yeah. I think I landed I think I landed the gear down before the runway. So forgive me for that. I was trying to hit the numbers again, and I shouldn't try to do that, but did I at least get the asphalt? Oh, I was yeah, way early. All right, let me turn the sound back up here. And also let me go into here and change that sound. Here we go. Delta 2040 right there behind me. That's real world traffic. Look how big those flaps are. That's awesome. I'm almost thinking that they don't land on 27 right very often. I think they take off on 27 right. Yeah, real world traffic. If you type in !live traffic, you'll get a link to the plugin. Not a very good landing, but 2 Fs in traffic.